Everyone, my name is Anuja Srivastava from Ma Kalyanka School, Pendra Road, Chhattisgarh. Today I am going to take the class of class 7, subject chemistry. Now, before starting the chapter and the name of the chapter, let us discuss some common thing which is related to the chemistry. Once the term chemistry comes in your mind, you are just thinking about the apparatus, the things, the chemical reaction, the conical glass, the thermometer, other things you are thinking. But just look around your surrounding, where you are living, you are surviving, you are just observing many things. And have you ever thought that how these things are made up of? And some things are also there which you can't see, but they are also made up of something. So related to that thing, today I will start the chapter first of chemistry, that is matter. Now, earlier in your lower classes you have also studied about the matter, but once again I am going to define the definition of matter. Matter, anything that has mass, anything that has mass and it can occupy space, that is called matter. First I am going to write the definition. Anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Now, how you can say that it has mass and it can occupy the space? So for that, let's see one experiment to show these two things. So first, for the things which can occupy the space. For that, just take a beaker and fill half of beaker with water. Now, just note the reading. Just note it down the reading roughly, whatever the reading is there. Now, put some iron nail. Now put some iron nail in the beaker A. After putting iron nail in beaker A, you just observe the reading which you have seen here, that will be increases. Suppose the reading is here approximate at the 10 centimeter. So maybe after putting the iron nails, that is depend upon the amount of the iron nail, how much iron nail you are putting, and the reading will become here 11 centimeter. That is the water level rises up 1 centimeter. And why it rises up 1 centimeter? Because when we put the iron nail in the beaker, the iron nail occupies the space and the water level rises up. So this shows that the matter occupies the space. The thing occupies the space. Now, the other thing, that it has mass. So how we can prove that it has mass? Simply take a hanger which you are using your home. Okay, balloons and hang it its corner. Understood my point? Take a hanger and blow up 2 balloons and hang on the sides of the hanger. Now, just pinch a balloon and it will be deflated. It will be deflated. Now, what happens here? Now what happened here? You are looking that because the mass is released from the balloon, that's why the bigger balloon is on the downside and the lighter one is the upside. So you can see that anything that has mass and it occupies the space is called matter. Now, as I told you from the starting, you have studied about the state of matter, and as we all know, there is 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. From the beginning, you will study about the 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gases. But now this time has been changed and the state of matter will be now 5. But in senior classes you will study about that type of matter. The 2 more state of matter will be increased. First is plasma and another one is also there. Now, so just look at the difference between these 3 states of matter: the solid, the liquid and the gases. The next topic is the composition of matter. So matter in all the states, any state of matter, it is made up of tiny particles called atom. That means matter in any state, it is made up of a tiny particles called the atoms. Now, the next topic related to here, that is the element. Element, it is the smallest substance, a substance that cannot be broken down into the simpler substance. That substance is known as the element. That means a substance which cannot be broken down into simpler substance by any physical or chemical changes. Substance cannot be broken into simpler substance okay, that is it is the smallest part. Now after atoms and elements, one more term and the very important term comes, that is molecule. What is molecules? So simply you can say one, two or more atoms combined together, it forms molecule. Okay, an atom may be same type. Okay, so you can say when two or more atoms combine together, it forms molecules. If you want, you can take an example here. What example? As you know, hydrogen atom. Hydrogen, we can take a hydrogen molecule. So how this hydrogen molecule will be formed? Simply, hydrogen is H2. That means in forming of hydrogen molecule, two hydrogen atoms are involved. That means one hydrogen atom is involved with another hydrogen atom, and it forms hydrogen molecule. And in this way you can form the different things like chlorine. Okay, now next move to the another topic. So the another topic is the compound. Now what is compound? So compound is little bit different from all the things which you have studied right now. Compound, it is a substance that is formed when two or more elements are combined chemically in fixed proportion or fixed ratio. That means what is compound? It is a substance. It is substance that is formed when two or more elements combine chemically in fixed proportion. Okay, that means two different elements when they combine in a fixed ratio. That means a substance, one element will be in number of 2 and another is number of 3. So the ratio is fixed and it will be formed due to the chemical reaction. So this is called the compound. Let's take one example over here. Now, again we are going to take the example of water. as you all know, the water, that is H2O. You can easily say here 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen is going to involve. How you can say understand? I think you are understanding what I am saying. 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen. So hydrogen, two molecules of hydrogen is going to combine, to which it's going to combine with the oxygen, the 1 molecule of oxygen, and what it is going to form? It is going to form water. Now you are understanding these are oxygen molecules and these are hydrogen molecules. And after combining the oxygen and hydrogen molecule, what is going to be formed? Water. Okay, I think you are understanding what I have explained to you. Now, try to understand these things. If any queries will be there, so ask in the doubt clearing classes. Now, rest over the topic of this chapter, we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.